semen retention, and body gains. Coming back at you with another video. And in this video, I wanted to tell you that God will take everything from you and give it to somebody else if you be disobedient. I don't care if you the chosen, anointed, Hebrew Israelite, whatever you is, if you out there being disobedient, then God will take it all from you and give it to the next man. But first, man, you know what I noticed? I noticed something. You know Kunta Kinte, right? Yeah. LeVar Burton. Is that his name? Kunta Kinte. Yeah, you know, back in the days, Kunta Kinte, he was a slave and Kunta Kinte couldn't read. Then years later, Kunta Kinte turned into Reading Rainbow, man. And he was reading to everybody, man. Kunta Kinte finally was able to read. But a couple of years after that, he was on Star Trek and he was a dude that was blind, man. Couldn't even read, man. Even in real life, when he was wearing those glasses things, them eye things on Star Trek, he said that it took like 90% of his vision, man. You see that, man? Or am I just tripping? Think about it. But anyway, God will take everything from you if you being disobedient, man, even if you the chosen. I remember back in the days up in LA, when I was coming up, black people owned LA. We owned the barbershops, we owned the nail salons, we did the painting, we did the ice cream trucks, we did the landscaping. Black people had businesses up and down LA, man. You all up in LA, up in Watts, especially up in Watts. You hear what I'm saying? It was damn near everything black owned. But then we got Jerry curls, man. We got Jerry curls, man. This is very important, man, because when we didn't have Jerry curls, we was like the strongest in this damn country. And then as soon as we got Jerry curls up in LA, we started becoming like the dumbest. And here come Freeway. Freeway Rick. Yeah, everybody king. Everybody king. Everybody worship the poison man. He poisoned the community and all that, but yet he's the big dog, just like BMF and Rallo. Rallo got out and they congratulating the killers of the community, man. And this is one of the reasons we was cursed back then, because people start selling crack to their own people, man, up in LA. Yeah, you can watch Snowfall. You can watch it, man. It'll tell you, man. We had everything up in LA. Then all of a sudden we started getting Jerry curls. We started selling dope and we started killing each other with the gangbanging and the dope, man. And then you would see a 16-year-old dude selling drugs to his auntie that's pregnant. Here come the curses, man. But what really, really made the curse hard was how we did the Mexicans. And I was there, I was raised in it, so I can talk about it. There was a time that the Mexicans was more of a humble people. And not saying that they ain't now, but I'm saying they do have more of an agenda now in LA. But I'm going to tell you why, though. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why they took over all of LA. And I'm not afraid to say that. This is why. Because back when we had it all, the ice cream trucks, all of this, and the Mexicans really wasn't even in LA like that. My mom said that it was like one Mexican girl in the projects, one Mexican family, and that girl was up in her class. And then when I was young, it was just like a couple of them. It was like three of them in my class. But everything was dominated by black. And as we started smoking crack and we started gang banging and killing each other, we started being mean to the Mexicans, beating them, robbing them, the corn lady, the tamale lady, the robbing them for they welfare checks on the 1st and 15th. I remember people. It used to be like the thing to do for people to wait for the Mexican mothers to come on the 1st and 15th. And this happened for years and years and years. And I guess God got tired of it, man, and put something up in them because around 1994, everything changed, man. And they came out with this thing called the green light. But before I say that, let me tell you that around this time that the Mexicans are being oppressed by the blacks in LA, they came out with two movies. One of them was called American Me, and the other one, Blood In, Blood Out. Some more predictive programming movies that predicted back then how it was going to be now. And they was right. The movie with Edward James Olmos. He almost got killed for that movie, man. American Me and Blood In, Blood Out. But in 1994, the essays and all of that, they came out with this thing called the green light, and they was under the Mexican mafia. I was up in juvenile hall at that time, Los Padrinos. And I had a roommate, and he was from La Puente. And he told me, he was like, yeah, Holmes, we starting this green light thing. And if any other Mexican sets ain't down with it, we about to just go hard on them. And I was like, what? And come to find out, it was true. It was true, man. And once they got together like that, it was like a wrap, man. They started with the warehouse jobs, all of the labor jobs. And I seen it right before my eyes. I seen a group of people that came with nothing, man. And they came to rule all of the damn city, man. And this is because we was disobedient. God gave it to them, man. Just like how the Mexicans is right now, the blacks used to be like that up in LA. Yeah. But then a lot of businesses start going out of businesses because they was allowing these drug dealers to launder money through their businesses and stuff. Because back in the 80s, people was making millions off of that free base hard rock cocaine, man. Yeah, you get rich overnight. People abandoned the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Poisoned their hair with the Jerry curl. And then God gave a blessing to somebody else, man. This is true. Last time I made a video like this, a lot of people got mad. But how could you get mad when I was there and it's the truth? I remember it was a time where the Mexicans used to be like, they always had big families. And they used to be like 7, 8 on everything inside like a station wagon. And the father would be working a job. You know what I'm saying? The mother would be at home. You always had your essays and stuff like that, but they really beefed with like other essay gangs. It didn't spill over into like hardcore black and Mexican gangs. I know a lot of people about to say this, be mad at this, but it didn't spill over into we start robbing them. Like the Paisas, the Border Brothers. We used to call them Border Brothers, the one with the hats, the cowboy hats and the big belt buckles and the cowboy boots. They the ones who had the kilos. You hear what I'm saying? Back in the 90s, right before the Mexicans took over LA, the only thing black people was doing at this time, besides killing each other, was robbing Border Brothers and robbing people for their D's. That's what was going on in LA. You feel what I'm saying? And God got tired of all of that. God got tired of all of that, and he handed it over to me amigos. And you know what they did? They took over all the damn money, man. it was like a quiet war. You couldn't even pick up a can and recycle it. It was, it was Mexicans all up in the trash can, so the homeless people couldn't even get it. They was all up in the free food mission giveaways, and they didn't even need it. They was just getting it. They declared war in a whole different way. On Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, they have like a gang of parties throughout the neighborhood and blast their music. And man, you ain't never heard no damn party until you heard a Paisa party. And they be like, yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying? I didn't heard it, man. And this lasts all the way into the morning. And at this time, a lot of the Mexicans was in the police department, and they already was, hand in hand with them because they connected with the Aryan brothers in the pen and stuff. I know I'm saying a lot, huh? Yeah, 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 yeah. They was connected with the Aryan brothers up in the pen. So even if people called the police, they didn't even care no more. They was selling on the street corners. They took over all of Alvarado, all of MacArthur Park, all of that, all of the money. And God allowed them to do that. Why? Because we was foolish and disobedient, man. We can't do that no more. Wormwood, semen retention, and body gains. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be back at you with another video. Peace.